Hi YouTube, I hope you're doing good. So I'm doing okay. It's Memorial Day in the United States of America for what it's worth. Not much. Um, that's my theme of today. All the people that are like say they're God-fearing or one love and all the rest, they're garbage that they say continuously. Oh, love your fellow man and everything else. But support our troops. Oh, yeah, you know, the way they are. And I ask, you know, how do you excuse thou shalt not kill? How do you excuse the fact that it's written that there will be peace on earth and let it begin with me? Good little song, by the way. And I'm not big on too many religious songs, but it's a cute kids one. Back to the point. How can these people sit there and say one love, 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 and then not even say a peep about wars that are going on that could be avoided? I mean, we weren't even involved in any wars until, well, the dates of the agenda and when agendas when they were going to start implementing things, 2020 and 2030, which now is like they've got all they it I don't know. I've heard people say different times for like they're gonna step up their game. They're implementing everything just how they planned. Nothing is any different. The ultimate thing for them is to keep control over the subservient people. You know, that's it. And to make money and not have to work very hard while they're doing that. Reminds me of somebody's live stream I was on the other day. Uh, so, no, Memorial Day doesn't mean it much to me. When I was a kid, it meant going to the cemetery and putting like lilacs I had gathered on a grandparent's grave or something like that. Or um, a military member or something is like a big deal today. Like not forgetting the people that they pushed on our throats with the biggest lie that they died for our freedom. Well, how about our freedom of speech? I cannot say whatever I want on this platform. Who died for that? Christ died for that. But they don't want to talk about that because we got to talk about killing people. We got to excuse it. We can't bring in thou shalt not kill, and what used to be maybe in the Old Testament isn't anymore. And they're not talking about the book of Revelation unless it's a fear tactic. They're not telling you how to overcome anything, you know, the steps, the actual steps to letting go of this physical nonsense. See, you're still going to have it, but or not. You still have the option for an eternal body or not. And if I were God, I wouldn't be making deals with people. He already made you. He told you not to kill each other. What excuse? To what end? And you say, well, these people need defending. Well, let them take up arms and let them learn to defend themselves like I had to. Our country, one nation under God, says it all right there, has no business in another country, a different nation, doing their bidding. And we're murderers every day. I didn't sign up for that shit. Not even 1 second in my life. Did you? You can say, well, people who went in the military signed up for it. If they went in as a conscientious observer and ended up doing things that they never even, and then you're court-martialed if you don't do what you're supposed to do. I've heard nightmare stories about the control situation in that. Murderers are murderers. Do you think there's any honor among them? Who could even believe that anybody in our Congress cares about any of you? The next step is to draft young girls. I mean, right onto the front line. This is what's being proposed. Teaching little girls how to kill when they're little children, like they do in China. Forced into the military. How would you like that for your girls in this United States, one nation under God? It's different, yes, if you sign up for it. Still on your soul, you know. But when a person has to pick up a piece of metal loaded with high caliber explosives to take out another human being or several of them, and then say a prayer before they go into war, what? To kill your enemies or not be killed? It's only gonna end when everybody said that's it. That's the only way it's gonna end. The governments can fight their own wars. These people want wars. Send like Maxine Water. You got a big mouth. Why don't you go over there and take up arms for Ukraine? How about you, Hillary, Obama, all you bastards? Why don't you grab your guns and go over there and leave the young people alone? What else you got to do? You believe in killing anyway. Go do it then. So, do you think God approves of war? Start making your excuses. Go ahead. Say who you honor today for my freedom and yours. Go ahead. Keep spewing the same old stuff. That's the thing to do because, well, why? What are you doing that you don't want to be judged on, huh? I don't care if you judge me. So what's the difference between you and I? Hmm? Why is that? Got a guilty conscience? Perhaps? Yeah, well, maybe we can work on that, huh? Maybe you can start reading the 10 Commandments for a start. Just start there. You know, see, the language is a real crazy thing, and it has a history connected to it. And it's combined from the whole world, our English language. It's quite the concoction. But knowing language and knowing history, mostly knowing what the laws of God are above man, you know. Unless you're Moses or something and he told you to go do something, you can probably rest assured that one of them isn't going to be killing anybody. Would you agree? These are modern times, they call for modern measures, you know, like people teaching people that no weapon formed against you is going to harm you if you have God in your heart. So why listen to anybody that says different or that wouldn't tell you, like I do, the things that they are doing and how to guard against that? It isn't by being ignorantly passive. That's not the answer. You have a right to defend yourself in every manner. You sure do. But you should be defending God, number one. Number one. That should be it. What He wants out of us, what He expects out of us, what we can pass on to the next generation is the most important thing. And if the elders don't stand up and tell people, this is wrong, this is wrong, it's a wrong way of looking at it. So who are you serving by looking at it like that? Surely not my God, my Father. It's a fact. So I'll have a little bit more of a cigarette with you and then get this uploaded. It's been on my mind every year, these ridiculous holidays that evolve and revolve around murder. And honoring those that did it. I've looked in the eyes of too many veterans and got the truth out of many of them too. Why don't you start asking them about their regrets? They say they wouldn't change anything. That's coming from the ego. That is not coming from the laws of God. And that unto itself is a lie and an injustice to even their family members. I could say shame on them, but I'm trying to reach out with a little more love to try and make this very clear so it's a message that can be passed on to help the youngsters in this world before they go making the same mistakes. And only the older people can do it for the younger people. If you're going to sit there and tell them that you went to war for their freedom, you're putting them in chains. And with the guilt and the shame, you will stay there. Everything I'm saying is the truth. Just please pass it on. There's no excuse for war. And there are such a thing as peace talks. And there needs to be a lot more of them right now. No excuses. Stop making excuses. Just start doing the right thing. Defend yourself. Don't worry about hundreds of other people. Their God is with them too. Keep that in mind. This is a real thing. This is your soul. This isn't everybody else in the world. This is you and God. It's between you and Him. Do you really want to disobey the person that created you? That's pretty sad. Even a dog wouldn't betray its owner or their adult human parent. So, well, I think I've said enough on that subject. And if you don't like the 10 Commandments, try the 7 deadly sins. Maybe if you aren't a gluttonous sloth, you might fast and get close to God. Because when you think about not having any food in your body, your spirit cries out to God. It works. And I'm really not being a smartass here. You know you've heard it. So even going 12 hours, 18. The best is if you can go a whole day or 2 or 3. A 2-day fast is good. I haven't done one for about 6 months. I'm about due for a 2-day. But I do fast every day. I eat once a day, typically. Every once in a while, I have to have something. A few times a year, like in the morning or something to break my fast, but I usually don't. So, well, I do appreciate you being here. Hope you have a really nice night or day wherever you're at. Memorial Day is entirely disgusting. I mean, we don't forget the people that have left us anyway, you know. So I have what? I need a special day to feel that pain. Hey, thank you. Thanks for the reminder. And then let's put a little icing on top of it. You owe somebody your life because they gave theirs. Well, that position belongs to the good Lord Himself, Jesus, and nobody else. But a lot of people don't want to hear the word God or Christ. Yeah, you just don't, because you got things to do in your spirit that aren't connected there at that time. And that's the bottom line with that one. So I'm going to upload this and be a bit of a sloth while I'm doing it. All right, everybody. Like I said, thank you for joining me. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Think about it. Thou shalt not kill. Pass it on. It's a fact.